smaller square. I'm just going to kind of push that down on there and see if I can't get some more glue up. See, there's that much extra glue because it said use 16th deep notches, and you remember the notches I had in this thing were actually bigger than that because that's all they had at the store. I'd have to complain about that. Okay. I'm just going to press out some of that excess glue. There we go. I think before I do anything else, I should probably get this other one put down here, huh? If I had to do 20 patches, I would not be using this trowel, first off.
And you wouldn't do
I would have had to have gotten another one, or sometimes the stores have trowels that are plastic, like I said. This store, they didn't have one, and I could have cut the tips off with my tin snips. I didn't want to use my tin snips on this and dull my tin snips for cutting all these little pieces. So I thought, okay, I'll just do whatever I have to do to get it to work. Know what I mean? Jelly bean. Okay. Patch number 2. Just flattening it down. This is just a small little square that I found out in the garage. I'm using that. Like I say, Linoleum guys, they have this little roller that they take and just roll on the floor to get it set. I don't have one of those. Neither will you, because you're only doing a patch and you probably have never even seen the tool. told my auntie to stay off of this. She rolls her chair on this thing. Gonna have to stay off it for a few days until the glue dries, or else she's gonna push her chair, make an indentation, a possible indentation in the floor if it's not dry all the way. Okay. All right. So wipe up the excess. Ooh. I'm gonna need to get some more paper towel, looks like. Now see, I told you, if you're gonna do a patch, if you have the old tile or the old linoleum, even though you have it and it comes off the same roll, you're gonna get a slight variation on the coloring because of wherever it is in the roll. Plus, if this floor had been exposed to sun or light for the last 15 years, see how this one's a little bit cleaner? It's just, this is new, all these other ones are old. But it'll blend in, and at least it'll look better than what was here before.
Yep.
Yes, sir. Okay, I'm going to keep working on these and wipe them down. I'll get back to you in a minute. Ooh, doggies. Well, I pretty much have the patch done. Because there's so much glue in there, I had to keep pushing it out, and I used my square and pushed it out that way, and I actually had a putty knife, and I could feel the excess in there, and I just kept going like that and got more and more of the glue out. And then I wiped down the edges, and it feels nice. If there's any bulges in the glue, this is going to flatten it down. Went around the edges nice and tight. You see with that round little bit on that other tile, I think that came out as best as could be expected.
Yeah.
With that. Or it kind of took a little dog leg right there. I wanted to do that with these two tiles instead of cutting the tile and having a separate little piece there. You know? And I'm gonna let this dry for a while. I've got to go run my mother to an errand, and then I'll come back and check it again. Do it once over, and then if I need to caulk any imperfections around the edge, if I can see a gap, I'll go ahead and do it. Now, mind you, when I pushed the glue out, that kind of filled up any little insignificant line, so I may not have to do much, anything at all. As you know, I still have my other patch over here that I trimmed.
That one too?
Yeah, I didn't do a patch. I just cut the linoleum back, took the high bit out over here, and I'll fill that up with caulking right there. Okay.
Good.
It was just a little cut. I don't know what the installer did, or I don't think it has anything to do with the installers.
No,
Probably.
something was probably dropped on there.
Yeah, something gouged it. I have my other well, I can hardly even see it. When you're working with patches, you want to make sure your edges fit down nice and snug. That was where my other patch was. Feel on there feels a lot tighter. Had I not wiped that glue out, I think when it dried it would have been lumpy, and then it probably never would have dried all the way. I feel pretty good about the patch, these two patches, and there you go. If you watch my videos all the way, you'll just learn certain things on what to do, what not to do, what you would do different than what I'm doing, and go out there and save yourself some money, do some patches on your own. The more you do, the better you get. That's just how it works. You can be a weekend warrior. I know you can. That's all I have for this time, but I'll be back with more videos.